Start the show!
You guys ready for your first comic? He is South Carolina's funniest comic and a good friend, Mr. Jason Farr.
Hello, yeah. The light-skinned black man is here, yeah. Oh, yeah, I said it. I know what you were thinking. Oh, he's Puerto Rican. Oh, or maybe you're like, oh, an Eastern European guy with a good tan and hair I can't figure out. Oh, Ablasian. No, don't say Ablasian. Refer to people as Ablasian. No, but I did get the. I was all through grade school. That's why I was like, "What are you?" Never like ease into the conversation. Just, "What are you?" I want to like have three heads. What are you? Like, I'm a person. Can you treat me like one? One person actually said to me, like, "Oh, you're not black. You're pretend black." Well, that makes you actually racist. That's how saying things like that to people works. When I was growing up, the thug image was in because the 90s. That's who all the girls wanted to date. The thug. And this guy doesn't exactly exude Tupac, so they didn't want to date me. That was how life was in high school. All the black girls want to date a thug. All the white girls want to date a thug. You know, whenever I wanted to date a black girl, I was always worried. Like, I had a complex about it because, like, I'm not gonna. They're not gonna think I'm like enough. You know, I'm gonna be like, because the thug image got synonymous with being black. So like, oh, I'm not gonna be black enough for him. I'm just stupid. But that's what happened. All through laughing too hard at that. No. Please keep laughing. Why would a comedian say don't laugh? But that's what would happen, and now I see a lot of black girls who are dating white guys, and I'm like, when did that happen? When did you go from thug life to assistant manager of regional sales? When? And can you swing back around Theo Huxtable, maybe? You wouldn't have judged me for liking Sting music. Somebody once told me I was ahead of college graduation. A friend of mine happens to be white. She said, Jason, black people are more excitable than white people. Like, don't get mad, they're more excitable. And I was like, I was watching The Price is Right earlier. And then I went, oh snap, what? Threw a mic down that I just picked up. Started chest bumping every black guy I saw. Gonna say we're more excitable, whatever. Okay, I disproved her point right then and there. I'm sorry. None of that was true. She said that, and I just shrunk in my chair a little bit. No response. It's 10 years later when I came up with The Price is Right comeback, okay? Let's just be honest with each other. That's how life works sometimes. I emailed it to her. She had forgotten the conversation. I was like, damn it! Oh. Is this Halloween? Was anyone excited about Halloween? We just had an enjoyable Halloween. You had one guy. And then a couple people yes-anding him. That's great. Do you think, is that like a tough day for prostitutes? And what's a seeming boom in competition, do you think? There's probably some people maybe are dressed in Halloween. What is she doing on my block? Or is it tough for like regular girls who gets propositioned all night? Like, no, I will not sleep with you for money. What do you take me for? Going by the way you're dressed, a dirty whore? Or are you actually a sexy nurse from the sexy hospital? Listen, my uncle got a sexy bypass there last spring. God bless you guys. God bless you. You're doing God's work there, the sexy hospital. I love watching this time of year. I love watching scary movies. I love it. I think it's weird that werewolves in movies are always surprised when it's a full moon. I would think like being a werewolf, they'd keep up with the lunar cycle. Circle that day on the calendar, don't go outside. You'll kill somebody. They don't, they make dates. They go out that day. Then just all of a sudden, it's like, oh, why am I itchy? Kill their day, pass out, wake up the next morning. Oh, what happened last night? Who's this dead hooker? Apparently werewolves look just like Charlie Sheen. Taking him down a notch. Give it a year, that punchline will be Justin Bieber. I have a friend who loves, she's like a gun enthusiast, which is fine. I believe the Second Amendment exists, but she's a big, I'm playing to the room now. I don't own a gun.
Whatever.
But yeah, exactly, whatever. I'm supporting you guys. I'm here for you. But she's a gun enthusiast, also is very girly, and she has a pink gun. She was telling us she has a pink gun, and then she was like, oh, and I bought pink bullets. And I was like, how can you enjoy the pink bullets? The only time you can see them is if you're shooting someone. And you can't get away with that murder if you've got pink bullets. The coroner's going to be like, yeah, we found in the abdomen a gunshot. Oh, Molly did this, y'all. Molly did this. Case closed. Because everyone in town knows Molly has pink bullets. So how that joke has to work. You know, guys, I'm a bit surprised that the store's selling blood oranges. I will never buy conflict produce. And some of you are like, does he not know? Does he know? Let's not, I don't want to tell him. I don't want to embarrass him. You're not those kind of blood oranges. But let's not say anything. He's a Blasian. No. I actually saw this ridiculous recipe for something. You know, when you like flip through a magazine, they have like little recipes in there. There was one called blueberry breakfast cake. Let's just break down the title. Blueberry breakfast. Hey, sounds good and healthy so far. Cake? Breakfast cake. That's where America is now. Nah, you know, the syrup on your pancake not enough? How about cake for breakfast? Who came up with that? It's sort of like, these blueberry pancakes just aren't cutting it. And by it, I mean blood circulation to my feet. I'm gonna make a cake out of it. No. You can laugh, it's okay. People are like, it's fine, do it out loud, it's better. It's for me. And only comics. Anyway, they're kind of like ridiculous food things that I noticed in the world. Like, does anyone here gluten-free? Anyone have like a gluten allergy? There's some people who are naysaying the notion of a gluten allergy. You know. And they're like, oh, they didn't have that when I was a kid. No such thing as gluten when I was a kid. Well, maybe medical science at the time just hadn't caught up yet, and just give it a second, you know, like just let them explore it a little bit more and they'll figure it out. That's all I mean. Like there was at one point in time where medicine didn't explain polio, and people were like, what's wrong with your boy? The devil? The devil got him. And a few years later, it was like, oh no, it was totally polio. We didn't need to sacrifice him in that way. Guys, thank you so much. You've been an awesome audience. Please welcome